Hello everyone. So right now I'm already with my friend, this is Ali. Ali, could you please introduce yourself to the viewers?
Yes, so my name is Ellie. I'm 22 years old. I'm from the University of Strathclyde in Glasgow, and I'm from Greece. So yes, I did my undergraduate in the UK, but I am from Greece.
Oh,
Okay, hi everyone. Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is Zira Nafisa binti Amruddin. You can just call me Zira. I am a third-year microbiology student from the National University of Malaysia, or better known as University Kebangsaan Malaysia, aka UKM. Obviously I'm from Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. So yeah, thank you. That's all for me.
thank you. Our sister.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I'm Tresna. I'm from the University of Muhammadiyah, Jakarta. So basically, I'm Indonesian student. Thank you for having me.
Indonesia and Malaysia, actually we have a lot of similarities, right?
Yes.
Language actually from Melayu, and in Malaysia, bahasa Malaysia, or what is it called? Melayu?
Ya, bahasa Melayu.
Oh, bahasa bahasa Indonesia is actually different. Even if I talk with Melayu, I'm pretty sure Tresna will understand about what you're saying.
Sure.
And especially in Indonesia, they're very famous about the cartoon that really cute, Upin and Ipin.
Yeah, the most popular Upin and Ipin.
Then whenever people talking about Malaysia, they will automatically thinking about Upin and Ipin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but yeah, I think Upin and Ipin is, I think they are more popular in Indonesia rather than Malaysia, I think.
Actually, Malaysia have a lot of cartoon and also have a lot of entertainment video or music, but Upin Ipin is really catchy the eye for Indonesia.
Bobo Boy is also popular here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The first question is about the language system and some things about your language specifically in your country. Maybe you would like to share with the viewers about it.
Right. So, okay, in Greece we speak Greek, and we learn Greek at school from a very young age. I would say it's quite difficult language, but it is quite, I mean, people say it's quite difficult language. I would never know because that's my native language. I can't really say if it's difficult or not. But yeah, according to other people that they try to read or, speak Greek, they say that it's a bit difficult, which it makes sense because it's based on an ancient Greek language. So it makes sense if it's a bit difficult because it has thousands of years history. So I think it's quite interesting. And we don't really have a lot of dialects in Greece. For example, pretty much you can understand a person talking in a specific area. There's not much difference from one part of Greece to the other part of Greece. So, there's not much variety, I would say. Of course, there are some different accents and different dialects for sure, but there are not that many, and the majority of Greeks speak the same, let's say, with the same accent that I speak. So it's easy to understand each other. Yes.
In Malay language alone, we have a lot of dialects. For example, in the northern area of Malaysia, we have a different kind of dialects we call as Bahasa Utara. For example, it's like, okay, right. Hang pergi makan lah. Hang is actually is a pronoun. Hang basically is awak or you. Okay, so hang or hang is awak. Hang pergi makan lah. Hang, go eat. Okay, and then at the East Coast, I mean at Kelantan, Pantai Timur apa? area, which is at Kelantan and Terengganu.
East Coast area.
East Coast area. Okay, East Coast area, we have a different kind of dialects and different kind of pronouns. For example, let's just now, if in Kedah or in Utara, we call it as hang. Hang means awak or you, but in Kelantan, we call it as mung, you know, mung, like that. We have like
Mo it's for the
mung. It's
for
you.
you for
Yes.
for
If I kawe, kawe mau kawe, Kawe, kawe. Yeah. Yeah, so I speak the native Malay. I don't have any dialect since I am from Kuala Lumpur, so we basically speak the normal Bahasa Melayu.
the
national one, yes. So what I would like to emphasize here is that even though we are speaking Malay, we are actually having a different kind of dialects, hence we have different kind of pronouns. Yeah. So basically, that's it.
So it seems like the Bahasa Melayu is not really close with Bahasa Indonesia, right? Like,
yeah.
What is hang? This is the first time I hear about that and know about that.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, by the way, since Malaysia is separated by the South China Sea, so we have the Peninsula Malay and the other one is the islands of Borneo, which consists of Sabah and Sarawak. So Sabah and Sarawak, they speak another language. I sometimes don't understand what they're talking about. So yeah.
Not Bahasa Melayu?
Yeah, they're speaking a bit of Bahasa Melayu, and the other things are their own native language and mother tongue. So basically, we have different kind of dialects. Yeah.
And what about from Indonesia?
Indonesia, I really want to know about that.
For Indonesia, perhaps I don't want to talk about the grammatical because Indonesia has a lot of traditional languages. Perhaps I just want to emphasize for a dialect in Indonesia. Every single traditional language has their own dialect. For example, like me, I'm from West Java, so basically I'm a Sundanese, but I speak as a normal Indonesian. I mean, I don't have any Sundanese dialect, but when we are talking with other people from another province, for example, like if I meet a Japanese person and then they have strong Japanese accents and we are gonna talk talk in Indonesian, we still have we still can understand to each other even though we have the different dialect. So I think we don't have any difficulty to talk with the same Indonesian as long as we know how to speak Indonesian properly. I guess like that.
So, what culture it's unique from your country that makes foreigners really amazed at that? Maybe the culture from Greece.
Okay, so I would say that the main interesting cultural thing about Greece is the fact that it has a lot of history. It has so much history. It has the history that pretty much everyone knows about the ancient Greece, but it has also modern history that a lot of people don't know about it. And it's quite interesting how the whole country developed from an ancient country to the country that we are now. So I'd say it's mainly the history and the fact that the traditions that we have as a country is a mixture of European traditions, of Balkanian traditions, and of Middle Eastern traditions. So it's a bit of mixture of traditions in that country, and very few of them they're pretty truly Greek traditions, let's say. So it's quite interesting. So I would say maybe the history, mixture of traditions, cultures that I just mentioned, and yes, the language because it's so ancient. So,
For the impressive culture, I think every single race has their own culture. I mean, for example, like a dance or sing. I mean, like a song or something. But I think I'd like to mention some of extreme traditions or unique traditions from Indonesia. For example, like me as a Sundanese, if a Sundanese couple would like to get married, they have to do some traditions. For example, like they have to step on the egg. Have you ever heard before?
No.
They have to step on the egg. I mean, and it has its own meaning. And yeah, and also for the extreme traditions, comes from Bali. So there is a tradition called kikir gigi, but I don't know what is this in English. Kikir gigi means that when they are already growing up, they have to cut their teeth. But just and it is tradition. I hear that it hurts. Have to do it, but they have to do it.
I see.
For example, like that.
Basically, as we all know, almost all countries across the globe is in the world is unique, and I believe they are very unique in their own ways. But in Malaysia, Malaysia is always known as a multiracial country because we have a diverse of races and religions. Hence, since we have a different kind of races, hence we're celebrating a lot of festivals. So Malaysia, the majority of the populations in Malaysia is made up of Indians, Malays, and Chinese, and other many minor races, like I said before, the Kadazan and also Iban and Dayak. So Malaysians is like we embrace each other's culture and religions. So and we also celebrate each other's cultural festival like Hari Raya, Chinese New Year, and Deepavali. So I think that and I think the most shocking things the foreigners will actually see, especially on Hari Raya, they would say the capital city of Malaysia, which is Kuala Lumpur, there will be very empty. There will be no cars on the streets because everybody is going back to hometown, and you will see a lot of pictures of people taking pictures like laying down on the roadside. And they're as if like describing there's no cars, there's no traffic, there's no heavy traffic in Kuala Lumpur. So it's something like very bizarre. It's very peculiar.
Attractive destination in Indonesia, for sure, I will mention Bali Island.
I didn't know what to do. Let's just do some closing and then we just wrap it up, okay?
Like for example,